I did not like that. Nixon, really?
Yeah.
You did Nixon after that movie?
Christina, are you there? Hello.
So the next movie is The Mauritanian. It's about a man who is imprisoned for suspected terrorism after 9/11. After years of imprisonment, the Supreme Court decides that all these people in Guantanamo Bay deserve a trial, and it's about Jodie Foster fighting for his rights as under the Constitution, basically. So I like this movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think it definitely had something to. It's kind of nice to watch a movie that has something to say and is not afraid to say it. Uh, we talked about this. It was a great movie. There was some weird parts about it, like the lighting was odd.
Yeah, I think Chris also hasn't seen this. That's why he's not here.
Oh yes,
But I really wanted to love this movie because this is the problem I have with movies like this that have such a fascinating story that needs to be told, and it's screwed up and everything. And I just wish it was handled by a better director because the performances are fantastic. The story is ridiculous. It makes me hate our government. Um, Surprise. And I don't know. It's just that whoever directed this is completely inept. Like he doesn't know where to place a camera. I thought Tyler Perry directed this for a freaking second, but the lighting is ridiculous. It's harsh lighting. It's bright. When they're in the sun, it looks like they have mirrors everywhere, just reflecting sun because it's so white and washed out. Like, know how to light your actors. Like this guy has directed other things before.
He made really weird cut choices. Like there's a scene where this is not really a spoiler. They're walking into Guantanamo Bay. And it shows them from the front, and all it shows is the Marine's chin, and then it cuts around and it's like zoomed in on his neck.
And then you're supposed to be focusing on Jodie Foster or Shailene Woodley
right.
behind him, but they're in like the background, and his chin is in the foreground. It makes no
right.
sense.
And honestly, if he had gone like a few inches lower, where it was just his chest, I feel like it would have been okay.
Yeah.
But like the chin, it was weird. And like I said, the neck one was me. I remember thinking like, why are we getting shown? There's nothing going on in the background. It's literally just his neck. And I was like, what? Why are we watching this? But all right, let's talk about good parts. So the performances are so good. I mean, amazing.
Tahir Rahim just got his first Golden Globe nomination, I believe, and deservedly so. He's incredible in this. Shailene Woodley is good, but Jodie Foster, man.
She's always good. Honestly, throughout most of the movie, he's very good. I'm not saying he's not, but there is a scene towards the end where we both were like, wow,
I was crying.
This dude has chops. Like this is crazy good. That was probably my favorite scene was the end when he kind of gets the verdict basically, and oh my gosh, the acting was insane.
They make it to court. This isn't a spoiler alert. It's a true freaking story. So if you don't know it, look up your freaking history. Don't get mad at us. Not that anybody's watching this. He is basically just giving his testimony and saying what happened. If that's really what he said, my God, because I was sitting there crying and I was angry and I was sad and I was not expecting that movie to get to me because I was so frustrated with the director who can actually direct, because he directed The Last King of Scotland, which won Forrest Whitaker his Oscar in the 2000s. But
it could have been because that's a Supreme Court trial, so the transcript is like available.
Yeah.
So and he wrote a book. Spoiler, he writes a book, so they probably have pretty close to what he said.
Well, this movie is based off his memoirs, and so, I when it comes to my score, I think it's higher than it should be, and I feel like it's because of the story, but also the performances. But as a movie itself, it makes a lot of frustrating choices. Like I said, with the lighting and the directing, of course, but even like storytelling choices, like.
Even some of the dialogue sometimes, like there's some dialogue, there's some back and forth where you're like, wow, this is really good acting. And the other times you're like, did they have the intern write this? This just sounds like two people throwing lines at each other. It doesn't make any sense. Uh, this is one of those weird movies where it's amazing and not great at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But it has so much talent on camera that they all deserve a better movie. So does the audience.
Oh, absolutely. I want them to remake this movie, but I want them to make it with all the same people and take a lot of the same shots, just fill in some of the bad parts.
I'm just picturing this cast with Aaron Sorkin's words.
And oh my gosh, that would have been amazing. Awesome. Better dialogue, like really actual riveting dialogue.
Because I think honestly, it would make a better movie than the Trial of the Chicago 7, just the story itself.
Oh, 100%.
Not to diminish that true story either, but I just...
Well, and to me, I mean, like, to make a movie, I don't want to say popular, but notable, it's got to be divisive. And this is one of those movies where you could legitimately fall on either side. I mean, you can kind of see, not towards the end, but towards the beginning, you can see both sides very, like, you can understand where they're both coming from.
I can understand where Benedict Cumberbatch is coming from, if that's what you mean. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Not the government. I'm saying, like, you can understand why he would choose to,
prosecute the case.
Thank you. Choose to prosecute this guy. Like, in his mind, he killed spoiler, he killed his friend.
I don't think that's a spoiler. So, like, what happens is this guy is put in Guantanamo Bay because they think he had something to do with the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Did he not? You'll find out. But
and then so Benedict Cumberbatch's character, or I say that the guy he's based off of, is friends with one of the pilots from, was it one of the planes that hit one of the towers?
Yeah, it was I think
Flight 927. I can't remember the number now.
I don't remember, but they get into some pretty graphic detail about what happened on the flight that I didn't know myself, and I don't know if he was just saying that to get a rile out of Benedict Cumberbatch or not. But I don't know. All I have left to say is that Benedict Cumberbatch's character, who did I say he looked like? What's it?
Higgins.
Yes. What's his first name though?
I don't remember. Mark. I don't remember now.
Jimmy Fallon. Steve Higgins, which is
Steve Higgins. Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon's assistant. He looks identical to him. Everybody else looks like who they're playing, except for Shailene Woodley. But Benedict Cumberbatch looks nothing like the guy.
But, all right, let's do scores.
Okay. What's your score?
I gave it a 70.
I gave it a 72. Our score is a 71. I don't know how I gave it higher than you. I thought you liked us more than me. I'll be saying that again later today. But so this movie comes out tomorrow. And if you're listening, tomorrow is Friday the 12th of February. So you guys can find it on VOD. I think it's rental only, or maybe it's one of the, I don't know. It's going to be on VOD tomorrow.
Just Google it.
Yeah, just Google it. But anything else?
That'll do it.
Do you think they should watch it? Do you think it's something? I think people should watch it.
I think people should. Honestly, I think people should watch it. I think it brings up a conversation we need to have, looking back at stuff that we did during that time.
Also, there are some I will say one more thing. I think the way they filmed let's call it what it is. It's torture.
It's 100% torture.
The way they filmed that, I don't think works, and I think it's childish. But some of the stuff they did, like, there's some pretty graphic things that they describe and show, and I didn't know that happened, and that blew my mind. I don't want to say what it is, but
yeah,
it's a little triggering. But anyway,
I agree. It could have been filmed better. Anyway, all right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.